I want to give you what I call the 4 leadership failures. Write them down so you won't be a failure. Number 1, the greatest failure of leadership is unsuccessful succession. No matter how great your work was, if you don't leave a successor to continue it and advance it, you failed. Let me give an example that you probably never thought of. Moses was a successful leader. Joshua was a miserable failure. There's a shock. If you read the stories of Joshua and Moses, Moses mentored Joshua, trained him, grew him up, gave him the company. He ended up with 3 million people in the company. A lot of money. He ended up with a mobile tabernacle paid for. The guy had everything going with him. And when he died, he left nobody. I know you probably don't want me to say that. Joshua failed as a leader because he didn't leave a successor. As a matter of fact, when you read the last chapter in the life of Joshua, it's a very depressing chapter that we don't preach about. It says, after the death of Joshua, the children of Israel knew not God. Wait a minute, this is amazing. The first thing Moses gave Joshua was God. I'm not sure what you're doing right now. You're the manager of your department, the leader of your organization, the chairman of your board, the pastor of your church, the supervisor of your division. That doesn't impress me. I want to know what happens when you leave. This conference is to make you go back home and look into your legacy. Who's going to talk about you when you leave? The second failure of leadership, I call it the greatest weakness. The greatest weakness of leadership is mentoring. We don't mentor. And this week we're going to learn why we don't mentor. I'm going to give you 10 reasons why we don't mentor. And you're going to find your personality in that list. The third biggest failure of leadership, I call it a defect. The greatest defect of leadership is insecurity. An insecure leader, which to me is a paradox, the two words don't go together, they contradict each other, but we can use them because people parade around as leaders. But if you are insecure and you have a title, you are dangerous. Because an insecure person will always want to protect themselves, defend themselves. These are the kinds of people who kill their opposition. They don't just fight against you, they destroy their opposition. Insecurity breeds contempt. And the contempt is against those who just attempt to threaten the person. That's a defect. It's a failure. And the fourth failure of leadership, I call it the greatest fear. The greatest fear of leadership is the success of the followers. Have you ever heard this? You can be good, but don't ever be better than me. The moment the follower begins to outshine the leader finds reasons for them to go on vacation or relocate them to another part of the organization or second them or maybe early retirement or early refirement or whatever else you do to get rid of people. In other words, we become insecure when people start succeeding around us. How sad. Don't you know that when the people around you are more successful than you, that's a compliment of your leadership? Always remember this. If you hold a man down, you got to stay with him to keep him down. Fear of success of others is a great failure of leaders.